What's up, guys? What's up? Sorry, I'm pumped up today, dude. So if you can't tell, I'm changing the physiology of my body to make sure I serve the people that I want to. I love you all. For those watching online, welcome to the call. Those that are on YouTube, IG, LinkedIn, Facebook, look, what's up, guys? Are we ready to crush our dreams today? With a little heart, I would love to know that, but let's crush our dreams. Just so you know, guys, these calls are meant to define the game you want to play. Every single day, you need to show up. You need to play the game. You need to know where you want to go. You need to know what you want to cause and create. You need to know exactly what game you're playing, because life is nothing but a game. It is nothing but a game. I'm not talking about a game where, you don't take it so seriously. But what I'm saying, it's a game that you got to decide you want to play. So you know the game you want to win or lose. You know what game you're playing. Your mind does not know what you're doing unless you tell it. It's like bowling without pins. It gets boring. You need pins in bowling, and you got to keep score. And today, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about what you want to play. And my intention, after all this is said and done, we've been doing this now for 16 to 17 weeks, is my intention is to help you in any way, shape, or form by showing you what I do every day. How do I get my mind right? How do I increase the energy when I don't have it? How do I make shit happen, if no pun intended? I'm sorry if I swore on everything live. I apologize. How do I make stuff happen? Because I just want to show you what you got to do every single day to even prime yourself. If you notice, even on this call before I started, you see the energy going, you see me dancing. We talk about that. With all the depression going on in this world, with all the things that might be causing you to go in a bad place, how do you get primed? How do you get ready? Find something you love. Find something you love. So these calls, I'm not going to dive into detail on that, but get yourself primed, get motivated, show up every single day. Every single day you can crush whatever you want. What game are you playing? So all this applies, guys, no matter what. Whether you're a dentist, an entrepreneur, a young dentist who's an insurance agent, if you want to, not a young dentist who's an insurance agent, if you're in the insurance game, if you're in the real estate game, if you just want to be the best version of yourself, if you want to be a billionaire, if you want to be a thousandaire, if you want to learn how to mow lawns the best you can, if you want to be a mother, a father, just a friend, these calls all apply to you. Like, this is set up so that you know the game. When you play the game, what you want to do to accomplish. Is my hope, when it's all said and done, I've said this, is just take away the tips and tricks that I do. Guys, it is not hard. Follow people that have been there. Follow people that are where you want to go. If you need energy, surround yourself with people with energy. If you need hope, surround yourself with people with hope. Thumbs up. Hard if you guys understand that, because it's really who you set yourself up with. It's who you listen to in this world. It's who you get motivated by in this world that's going to catapult you. So just a little bit of background on me. I talk really fast. I'm an Italian. For one, God gave me, I believe, 2 mouths in 1 ear. That's kind of an Italian joke. All Italians speak more than they ever listen. My wife might even laugh if she ever heard that, but ha, ha, ha. But I'm Dr. Bobby Grossi, born and raised in beautiful Flint, Michigan. Yes, where there's been the water crisis. Yes, where there's been the GM shutdown. Yes, where the economy is supposedly crap, but yet somehow, some way, a lot of people make it here. Why is that? It's a mindset. It's a dream. I know where you're at. I know when you struggle every day, what do you want to do? I've been raised by a single mom. I've had only $18,000 a year in income. I've had less than that. I have gone days without eating food. I have paid my way to go to dental school, where I slept 2 hours a day for 4 years. I've done it all. And if you want to break wherever you're at in life, if you want new hope of wherever you're at in life, get on these calls, subscribe to people, send people our way. These are meant to you. But what are we going to talk about today? Enough about me. How am I going to help you? What are we going to talk about today? How are we going to make this better? Today, we're talking about, if you can track it, you can change it. Hear what I said. This is part one of the conversation. This is an in-depth conversation, a little bit more in detail. This is right up my alley, because in dentistry, setting goals, setting KPIs, key performance indicators are everything in life. If you don't know how to track it, if you can't track it, you can't change it. You don't believe me? If you can't weigh yourself on a scale, you don't even know how much weight you got to lose. Just remember that. So setting goals is an essential part of your personal and professional growth, period. However, merely setting goals is not the answer. It's not enough for your success. It's not enough. The statement, if you can track it, you can change it, is what really highlights the importance of tracking your progress towards your goals. Goals, targets. I like targets. We use goals. Everyone understands goals. Grant Cardone says writing your goals down every time, two times a day is what you got to do, guys. I'm going to tell you, a goal without a purpose means nothing. However, track your goals. You got to know what you're doing. Are you getting closer to? Are you getting closer to? Or are you getting further away? When you actively monitor your tracking, your efforts, you gain the valuable insights that you need to really crush your dreams, that allows you to make the adjustments, stay motivated, ultimately achieve your desired outcomes. Because at the end of the day, it's all about your desired outcomes. It's about where you want to go. Are you getting closer to things every single day? Or are you getting further away? Thumbs up with that. You want to get closer to. Are you running the race? And in this guy, we're going to explore how you can truly track and empower you to effectively get you towards and achieving your goals. That's what this is about. Number one, clearly define your goals. Clearly, you want to have a true clear of what you want to go. It needs to be as clear can be. When I say I want to have success, what does that mean to you? How clear can you make the picture? The Bible states if you can see it, you can achieve it. And the more you can see, the more you can write down, the more clear the vision is, the more clear you want to go, the things happen. If you don't believe in the power of clear definition of goal, 2 years ago, I wrote down 50 things that I wanted to accomplish. Now, it wasn't 50 things that I wanted to just accomplish that did nothing about. I have journals everywhere. You can see these journals everywhere. They're written down, pages upon pages of stuff in there, right? That one might have been a blank one. But I mean, you got pages upon pages of everything that I have. I have journals for every one of my business ventures, and I have a clear defined goals. And of those 50 goals, I talked to one of my buddies, Ken K, who's probably on the call. Thumbs up, Kenny. I crushed 40 of them in 1 year. And some of them were 2 years goals. But once you're clearly defined what you want, once they're very SMART goals, we always talk about SMART goals. What is it? It's an acronym, right? For specific. S is specific. Clearly state the desired outcome with the precision and clarity. What is your desired outcome you want? What is it, as Richie Dolan would say, you want to cause and create? What is it that you want to manifest? What is it that you want to create in your mind? Be clear, be specific. Is it measurable? Is your goal measurable? Is it something that you can quantify? Is there to assess whether you're progressing or succeeding in it? Is there something that's quantifiable? Right? A big word, right? Fancy word for me. I'm not even that smart, but quantifiable. Is it achievable? Are you able to achieve the goal? Is it a realistic goal that can be realistically accomplished with available resources and capabilities? If you had all the tools in your toolbox, are you truly able to accomplish the goal? That's what you got to ask yourself. Is it relevant? Is it relevant to where you really want to go? Like, people always say, why do I talk about health so much when it's a financial, when we're talking finances? Because thumbs up if you understand this, and everyone on the call and live, if I'm healthy, can I have more energy to crush my economic dreams? Do I have more energy to live a legacy in this world? If I'm healthy, can I perform better? Do I have a clearer frame of mind? The answer to this is yes. So when goals are relevant, is working out, should that be part of your regime? Is it relevant? Absolutely. Is maybe doing something counterintuitive relevant to your dreams? No. So figure out what it is, the acts you do that align with your vision to broaden your objectives and ensure that they contribute to your overall vision or purpose. Everything you do, does my goal that I set, is it specific, measurable? Is it achievable? Is it relevant to what I'm trying to crush? If the answer is yes, keep moving forward. And then you need to set a time frame. So many times we say, I want to do this at some point. You got to commit to it. Commitment is by when. You know, Ken K and I, we've slacked, and some of my buddies, we've slacked a little bit, is we said we're going to do 200 push-ups a day, and sometimes we miss. Now, we have to say we're going to do 200 push-ups a day. 200 push-ups is the goal. Is it measurable? Yes, because I can do 200 push-ups. Is it achievable? Yes, if I just get off my butt and do it. Is it relevant? Absolutely it is. And is there a time frame? Yes, there's a time frame in 24 hours. Now, if we don't do that, we got to hold ourselves in integrity. We get it back on pace. But that's what I mean about goals. Are they specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time frame? Yes, yes, and yes. If you don't set a time frame, we're the king of procrastination. Thumbs up, guys, if you are procrastinating something in your life. Thumbs up on IG Live, of course. So the answer is, of course, a yes. So you must set a time frame. That's the accountability piece that people miss on goals. By following these guidelines and being clear and defining your purpose, it provides the focus, direction, and clarity to match all your efforts. That's the end of the day. That's what you're looking, enabling you to measure your progress, track your achievements, and make informed decisions along the way. Break goals into milestones. This is another thing you got to do. You got to break goals into milestones. I know in dentistry, we have goals we set every single day. As a matter of fact, we set a goal to generate 25K in revenue today. And the reason why we set a goal is because we're playing a different game. I talk about games all the time. I talk about how you can change things. And guys, if I lose you, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to relate my dental world to your world and how we just track goals. So we break goals into milestones. So we know that our milestone goal would be 300. We're going to use an example of $367,000 a month we want to generate this month. And so we break them down into bite-sized chunks, right? Dividing them, like the larger goal, the 367, how do you divide that into manageable steps or checkpoints along the way to mark significant progress towards your ultimate objective? Like, how do you make it attainable? So to me, I break them down. What are my key milestones? What I want to do, 367 a month. Okay, what is that a week? Okay, then what is that? What do we have to do per hour or per day? And then what do we have to do per hour? And then what do we have to do per provider? So when you're breaking these goals down in little bite-sized chunks, it allows you to process. So some of you guys, $367,000 seems like a ton. Even to my office, it's like a ton. But if we say, okay, it's $367,000 for the month, and there's 20 days a month we're working, and we got to do roughly $16,500 a day, it makes it more attainable. And you have 5 producers, and you got to do roughly $3,500 per producer. Now, see what just happened? Your brain is able to process that, and now it's attainable. So identify the milestones, define specific actions or outcomes that you need to clearly articulate all your tasks, your action items, or outcomes associated with each milestone. You have to set measurable criteria. Establish measurable criteria or metrics to determine when a milestone has been successfully achieved. You might say, well, how would I know that based on the thing I just told you? Well, it's really simple. If I have, let's just use $15,000 a day for simple math, right? If we do roughly $75,000 a week, bang, we hit a milestone. Stamp. We hit that milestone and we're tracking. We're tracking towards where we want to be. Assign the timelines. I told you, it's $350,000. We'll just use $350 for simple math. $350,000 for the month. It's roughly 75, or it'd be $85,000 a week, but whatever. Let's just say, what's up, Katrina? Let's say it's $75,000 a week. That's what we do. We assign the timelines. And then track your progress. Monitor where it is. Evaluate your progress towards where you want to go. What is it you're trying to do? Are you accomplishing? I always say this to people. Are the actions you're taking or the goals you're taking, are they getting you closer to or further away? If your behaviors you're doing every day and you're tracking your progresses are projecting you forward, hey, keep doing it. If they're not, if you're tracking in the wrong direction, this is what I love about tracking. KPI, key performance indicators. When you do certain things, even especially in business, you know when to pivot. You know when to pivot. You know when to adjust. When you break your goals and milestones into milestones, it helps you enhance your motivation because you're going to provide you with a clear roadmap. It's going to facilitate all your tracking and evaluate your progress towards your larger goal. And it will allow you to better plan, prioritize, and do incremental achievements so that you're successful. That's the objective. Is what my buddy Ken Joslin, he talks about this all the time. If you don't follow Ken, he's a great motivational guy, great things. He's really good on leadership development. He keeps speaking of incremental, not monumental. I will speak of no different. If you get incremental wins and you can stack them up over and over and over, if you can stack them up, you're going to be successful. I'm a baseball guy. Those that know me, I love baseball. Can you just hit a single? When you wake up every single day, so many times people want the home run. Can you just hit a single? Can you advance the runners? Sometimes in baseball, you got to bunt. Sometimes in the baseball, you just got to do something. You got to get on somehow, a walk, an error, just make stuff happen. Swing the bat. Sometimes that's all you can do in life every day is just swing the bat, but you got to be moving towards. And then the third thing you got to do when you want to really track your results is establish measurable metrics. Like establishing these metrics is going to be specific, quantifiable. What are the indicators? What are that will measure you to assess your progress, track performance, and determine successful goal or the objective. One, you need to identify relevant metrics. What is it that you're looking to do? What are the key aspects or dimensions, if you will, that are essential to measuring your outcome? What is it that you need? Like, what is it you got to do? Define these metrics. Clearly specify and quantify the quantifiable parameters, if you will, and the variables that will be used to gauge your progress or success. You could say, well, some of the metrics on my goal of losing weight. Here's some of my metrics. I'm going to work out. If I do my 200 push-ups, that's a metric. It's quantifiable. I can specify it. If I eat under 2,000 calories, there's certain key metrics, certain key things that I can do. I can walk 10,000 steps, whatever it might be. What are your metrics or measurables that you can put into place that are going to help you stay on track? And when you establish these specific targets or benchmarks that define it's going to define what constitutes success or not. So How you know is you're going to determine your metrics. I follow these plans. I did this. Here's my methods. Here's the tools. Here's the systems that I put in place. Here's the data that I collected. Here's everything I need. And then I regularly evaluate myself. Like I get on the scale. If you're talking fitness, I get on the scale and say, am I getting results? I might take a tape measure and measure my waist. Am I losing inches? Am I gaining inches? What are the things that you've got to track things every single day in business? Hey, we didn't have the production we thought we wanted. What are some key factors we can look at in dentistry? Hey, did we get any new patients coming in? Did we get a lot of people canceling? Did we try to ask for Google reviews? On the new patients that came in, what revenue did it generate? I know this sounds crazy, but every single thing you do, you got to have tracking. And if you don't track it, it goes out the window. It's no different when if we just talk about your life in general. You stop focusing on where you want to go. You stop focusing on what you want to cause and create. You stop tracking your results. You stop looking at your bank account. You stop knowing how to grow. You can't grow. It'll never happen. You must track and evaluate and constantly monitor and assess every single thing you do in your life. I don't care if it's how you speak to your spouse. Track. If your relationship sucks, guess what? What are you doing? What measurables can you do? What are things you can do every single day to make it better? Can you send a text? Can you send an I love you video? Get creative, for goodness sakes, man. I mean, sometimes life is busy, but it takes 1 second to make a difference. Track. Put things on a paper. I have my 5 touches every single day in my business, my fitness, my mental health, my family life, and just other people that surround me. Whether it's 3 text messages to my family, hey, I love you, thinking of you, blah, 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 what it is. Learning 3 new things in my business every single day, something that I didn't know before. Touching the world as I do sometimes the IG's live at 1 o'clock. How can I make an impact with 3 different total strangers, random act of kindness? What can you do? But you got to set these clear principles and values every single day, and you got to monitor them. You got to know where you're at. You got to know, are you going forward? When you do this, when your performance can be tracked and you know what's going on, this is what's going to stay you on track, achieve and crush your goals. I promise. I promise you'll crush your goals. And then when utilizing, like we talked about before, and repeat tracking tools, know what tools work for you guys. I'm giving you examples of how I crush this game called life. I'm giving you examples of things that I want to do every single basis, whether it is we have software in dentistry, or whether it is just tracking whatever tool it is, such as project management software. You need management apps. You got, if you want to meditate, is there a calm app you can put on your thing? You have little things on our phone that tells you your dang fitness level. Any platform you want, make sure it's an accountability piece. People always say, oh, I don't need to count my calories, or I don't need to do this. For goodness sakes, that's the first thing you do if you want to lose weight, is count your calories, count your macros, count things. And the reason why I want you to look at it, you got to look at it every single day to know, man, am I doing what I say I want to do? Are my actions attributing towards my ultimate success? Are my behaviors every single day giving me that loving marriage? Or is everything that I do every single day, is it guiding me to be the best version of myself so that I can catapult my business or help people? Are the behaviors that I do every single day, are they getting me closer to or further away? You got to ask yourself, but you need tools to help you track this, and then reflect on your goals, milestones, and measurable maintenance. You got to always have tools that allow you to do that. I don't care if it's a journal. I don't care if it's a book. I don't care what tool you use. You got to find the tool that works for you. Input and update your data. Regularly enter your relevant data into your tools and capture your progress. If you've lost a pound, hey, a milestone, I've lost a pound. Most times people in life don't get what they want out of life only because they stop. Like, if you look at life, is not perfect. It's a bunch of peaks and valleys, right? If you are here in your world and you want to go here, you can climb. And if you're going to go even higher, eventually you got to go down to climb again, right? That's what you have to do. So once you achieve something, get things in, track this worked, this didn't work, monitor it, analyze it, utilize every tracking tool you possibly can in this world to help you catapult yourself. This is the data-driven decision. It is a data-driven world. It makes it so easy to track where we're going. It makes it so easy to quantify where we want to do. It's so easy to put in your KPIs, but those are KPIs that you're going to have to do. The KPIs, your key performance indicators, or the milestones or tracking tools you need, that's up to you to decide. I don't know what it is. In dentistry, we have our own. In my own personal life, I have my own. Whether it could be something as simple as writing stuff down on a planner every single day. This is nothing that's rocket science, but you got to track and you got to utilize everything that you have in your toolbox to optimize your performance and achieve your goals. I promise you, those people that stay focused, disciplined, track their tools, have specific goals that are measurable, that continue to go, that are very clear and concise of what they want and work towards it every single day, it's impossible to lose. Because we are humans. We are God's creatures. We were meant for greatness. The difference between some people and more people is, what are they willing to put in their life? What are they willing to do? How clear are you and precise? Are you even tracking what you want to do? So many people don't track. It's just tracking. It's tracking. It's no different than putting something in the GPS coordinates and it's tracking your destination. It tells you if you're on path or off path. Biggest thing. And then you got to review yourself. You got to regularly progress where you're at. You got to periodically assess and evaluate the advancement. Have I advanced? Have I not? I'm talking to my team today on certain things, even in dentistry. Hey, we got to pivot. We're not getting this in dentistry. This isn't happening. Here's the results we're not getting. Let's look at this. What do we got to do? What do we got to modify? Sometimes it's not doing something wrong. It's maybe we're focusing on what's wrong versus what's right. And sometimes it's just focusing on what's right and capitalizing on that. And that's the biggest thing with me is like, you got to modify, pivot, you got to set reviews, you got to go with the team. Hey, where were we at before? Where were we at in the first quarter? Think of your life as a P&L or a balance sheet. Think of your life and your bank statement as a P&L and balance sheet, and you analyze it every single day. Sometimes on the balance sheet, there's a percentage you don't like. Well, can you attack that percentage and change it? You only know that by targeting and reviewing it. You must review it. You got to sometimes dive into the pit, if you will, in life to get something out of it. You got to dive deep within your soul to say, what is it that I need to change in my life? What do I have to change and target and pivot on to become better? Might be just your mindset. I don't know. But when you do regular reviews and weekly reviews, you can stay on track. In dentistry, we know if we missed a month or we missed a day, we set different targets and set goals. And I know there's difference when my mind works versus my team works. And we quantify that and we help each other out. So assess your achievements and evaluate your progress. You know, when you get to those milestones, stop and celebrate, right? Measure, put your measurables that you want to place, analyze challenges or any obstacles. That's the third thing. What are your obstacles? What are your pitfalls? Maybe in life right now, you might think of the economy sucks. And you might say, my obstacle is XYZ. I'll tell you that I've worked in many economies that suck, being a dental practice owner in Flint, Michigan, from the GM crisis to the GM shutdown to the water crisis to pandemics. We've all been there. I can tell you, first of all, evaluate your mind. However, sometimes you know it's an obstacle. We know how to pivot it. Surround yourself with people that can help you with that. Get loans. Do whatever you got to do. But I'm just talking about business-wise. Do whatever you got to do and understand what the obstacle is. It could be just outside white noise from people, but analyze that. And how is that obstacle or challenges? How is it going to impact your long-term goal? And what can you do? And then review actions and strategies. At the end of the day, by assessing your effectiveness, right, or actions, you can employ new strategies to determine what you need to do. And it also helps you determine the progress you want to make. And then we've talked about this before, making regular adjustments every single day. Guys, every single day, if you fall off, you can make adjustments. You can do things on a daily basis that are going to catapult you towards better success. When you do this stuff, when you review what you want to do, when you're looking at, when you review things, this is what's going to provide you the opportunity in life to really pivot, adjust, know what's hindering you, know what you got to face, know what pit you got to fall back into, do catapult you to really give you the accountability piece that you might be missing in life. And really, when you know that, you know how to make the changes and it's going to align with your goals again, specific actions you got to take, your desired outcomes, and you get back on the horse. If I miss my 200 push-ups a day, I can sit here and mope and say, oh, I did it. Or I hold myself accountable, get back on the horse, and I say 200 done again. And start over again. Don't quit grinding. Don't quit making stuff happen. Don't quit analyzing yourself. I know sometimes the truth hurts. That's why people don't assess targets on themselves. They don't put metrics on their life. They don't analyze their data. They don't, if you will, they don't track their progress. They don't track their stats because they don't like to be held accountable. But the traction and these outcomes in your scale that you got to step on every day, in your bank account you got to look at every day, in just your planner you got to look at every day, every single thing you don't accomplish your goal. That thing, if you start tracking what you want, if you start tracking your KPIs, you will blow this game of life up. You will become the best version of yourself beyond belief. Achieving your goals requires a clear roadmap. It's going to involve you breaking them down into achievable milestones, period. Defining your metrics you want to play, monitoring your progress, and using all the tools you have and conducting regular reviews. By adopting these strategies, I promise you, both individually and any organization you have can effectively crush and work towards their goals and objectives. They will crush them. You will annihilate them. You will grow. You will continuously learn. You will have so much improvement that you won't even recognize yourself a month from now. One thing I did, I'm going to show you how magical this is. I'm a diet guy. It's so funny. They know this even in my office. I don't even need to track something. If I don't eat sugar for 2 weeks, yes, I own Crumble Cookies and I sell cookies. I get it. But if I don't eat sugar for 2 weeks, my hand stops hurting. So I already know that if I can stay on track, and I can minimize my sugar base, the improvement I have, and I can keep tracking that. Hey, you know how I know? I know my body so well because I track it and what I put in my body and what I don't, that when my hand starts to hurt, I know my diet's off. Crazy. But when you commit to health and wellness, when you commit to things, when I committed to dental school, when I had no money, my mom making $18,000 a year, sleeping 2 hours a day for 4 years, nothing, but I committed and I tracked my progress and I set measurable goals and I kept grinding it out. That's when greatness happened and allowed me to be the dentist that I am today. Progress, KPIs, finance and health and wealth. Yes, like, dude, I love that you're excited to work, Bella. That's awesome. I'm glad. But the thing is if I excite you, great. I motivate you. Motivation is temporary. Go kick ass. Keep metrics in place. Target yourself. Guys, write down your goals. Tell me every single thing you want to crush at the and please email me at the info@thedentistco.com. I beg you. I beg you, if these calls are making any positive impact on you, if going live on social media is making a positive impact on you, share this with your friends, man. If you want to be the best version of yourself, you want to have a random act of kindness, you want to help grow like we're growing together, get up there and help me. Help me. Get people on these calls every Tuesday. Tell me what I am. Are these calls making a difference? Let everybody know. Let everybody know the difference this is making in your life, because you make a difference in mine. You make a difference in mine. You want to know what accountability piece I have with Growing with Grossi? Every Tuesday at 1 o'clock, I got to show up and I got to bring the heat. Whether life's good or bad, I got to bring the heat. I got to bring the heat because I'm committed and my calling is to make the greatest impact in this world. So my measurable is, am I going to show up every Tuesday? If these calls are making an impact on you, give me a thumbs up, give me a heart, give me something. But I beg you, I have one ask for you. I got one ask from you. Share this with somebody. Help me grow this. Let's touch 1 million lives. Let's touch a million people that can need help in this day and age that it needs hope. I need your help. That's my ask. And then tell me what positive impact we're making in your life. Please email me at the info@thedentistco.com. If you don't have my planner, tell the people when you get an email, hey, I need the planner. We'll send it to you. I'm so excited that you're even able to share this time with me. I am so excited and blessed that I have the ability to speak to you every single Tuesday. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, even entertaining the idea of some dream I had to talk on a Tuesday on IG, LinkedIn, YouTube, and becoming live to try to make a difference in the world. Thank you for allowing me to share your time with me. Thank you. I'm honored. I'm blessed. Much love, guys. Go crush your week. I hope you guys are having a great time. Let me know how it goes. Much love, guys. Have a great day.